Clint Eastwood, a name that has defined Hollywood for decades, a man whose films have captivated audiences, whose presence commands attention, and whose legacy is larger than life. But behind the silver screen persona, behind the rugged charm and iconic squint, lies a story that even his family feels in their hearts every day. At 95, Clint Eastwood isn't just a legendary actor and director, he's a man whose fortune and life choices have left ripples of emotion, and in some cases, tears for those closest to him. Think about it. Decades of hard work, millions earned, countless awards, and yet the story of his wealth isn't just about money. It's about the impact it leaves, the choices he's made, and the complicated legacy he's passing down. His family, his heirs, and those who have shared his life know the weight of it. Behind the headlines, the fame, and the admiration, there's a human story of fortune intertwined with family dynamics, of decisions that make people marvel, but also pause, and sometimes cry. Imagine walking through the quiet halls of one of Clint's homes, lined with memorabilia from a lifetime in Hollywood. Every award, every framed poster, every signed script tells a story of brilliance, of triumph, of decades devoted to the art of cinema. But mixed in with the triumph are whispers of tension, quiet conversations about inheritance, legacies, and what it truly means to leave something behind. Not just money, but the weight of a lifetime of choices. Clint Eastwood's fortune is vast, yes, but it's more than dollars and cents. It's a reflection of a life lived with intensity, with independence, with a relentless drive that made him one of Hollywood's most enduring figures. And yet, the story of his wealth is also a story about human emotion, love, pride, envy, gratitude, and sometimes heartbreak. This isn't just about money. This is about the man behind the legend, the father, the grandfather, the friend, the mentor, and the emotional imprint he leaves behind. Clint Eastwood's life reminds us that even fortunes can carry heavy hearts, and that legacy is about more than what's left in a bank account. It's about the echoes it creates in the lives of those who come after. Welcome to the channel. If you want stories that go beyond Hollywood headlines, that touch the human heart, and reveal the real emotions behind the lives of our favorite stars, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button and join us as we uncover the shocking truth about Clint Eastwood's fortune and the family emotions it stirs. Clint Eastwood didn't just make movies, he built an empire. Decades of acting, directing, producing, and shrewd investments have left him with a fortune worth hundreds of millions. From box office hits like Dirty Harry and Gran Torino to critically acclaimed directorial masterpieces, every project contributed not just to his fame, but to a legacy of wealth few can imagine. But with great fortune comes complex family dynamics. And for Clint, the story of his wealth is as emotional as it is financial. Imagine being part of a family where every decision, every inheritance, every detail of a will carries weight beyond money. Clint's children and grandchildren are heirs to a legacy that is both astonishing and overwhelming. While most would dream of receiving a slice of such a fortune, it also comes with responsibility, scrutiny, and sometimes conflict. Family members see not just the riches, but the implications: how to honor his legacy, how to manage expectations, and how to live up to the standards set by a man who has lived with intensity and independence for nearly a century. And yet, Clint himself has always lived life on his own terms. Independent, disciplined and private. He made choices that reflect his personal values more than societal expectations. He gave generously but selectively, often making decisions that surprised those closest to him. Some moments have sparked awe, others tears, and a few have even caused quiet tension. The kind that comes from navigating the complicated intersection of love, legacy, and immense wealth. The truth is, Clint Eastwood's fortune isn't just a number. It's the accumulation of a lifetime of artistry, determination, and bold choices. Every dollar carries a story, every asset carries a memory, and every decision about the future ripples through the lives of those who inherit not just the money, but the emotional weight of a legendary life. And this is what makes his story so human. Even someone as iconic as Clint Eastwood cannot escape the complexity of family, the emotion behind inheritance, and the bittersweet reality that fortune often brings both joy and tears. When it comes to Clint Eastwood's fortune, the numbers are staggering, but the real story lies in the emotional reactions of his family. Children, grandchildren, and even close relatives have felt the weight of both admiration and pressure. Receiving a slice of such a monumental legacy isn't just about excitement. It's about responsibility, scrutiny, and sometimes tears. Some family members are thrilled, grateful, and inspired, while others wrestle with the tension of expectations and the enormity of what's been left behind. Picture this: a quiet family meeting where decisions about Clint's estate are discussed. The room is filled with emotion, pride, gratitude, and yes, occasional conflict. These are not just monetary decisions. They are about honor, respect, and carrying forward a legacy built over nearly a century of hard work, passion, and independence. Every choice Clint made, from investments to charitable giving, has created ripples that his family feels deeply. Even those who have benefited greatly from his generosity can't escape the bittersweet nature of it all. There are moments of celebration, new homes, educational opportunities, philanthropic endeavors, and moments of reflection where the weight of legacy can feel almost overwhelming. For a family accustomed to the limelight but also to private life, managing Clint's fortune is about balancing admiration with the human emotions it stirs. And that's the fascinating truth about Clint Eastwood's wealth. It's more than money. It's a testament to a lifetime of creativity, discipline, and independence. But it's also a reminder that even the greatest fortunes carry emotional complexity, especially when they intersect with the lives of those we love most. Clint Eastwood's fortune doesn't just create opportunities. It stirs emotion, tension, and at times, outright drama. Even in a family accustomed to his independence and strong personality, the scale of his wealth can be overwhelming. While some celebrate the security and freedom it provides, others grapple with the pressure to live up to a legacy that feels larger than life. It's not just the money. It's the weight of nearly a century of choices, successes, and sacrifices. Imagine the family dinners, the quiet conversations behind closed doors. Some relatives marvel at the generosity, the opportunities, and the comfort Clint's fortune brings. Others feel the pressure of expectations, wondering how to honor the legacy of a man whose influence in Hollywood is immeasurable. It's human, the mix of awe, gratitude, envy, and even tears that comes with being part of the inner circle of such a legendary life. And yet, Clint himself remains an enigmatic figure. Independent, private, and disciplined, he rarely intervenes unless necessary, letting his fortune speak through his actions rather than words. Charitable contributions, wise investments, and thoughtful planning have ensured his legacy will continue to inspire, even as the family navigates its emotional complexities. Some rejoice at the opportunities afforded by his careful planning. Others quietly struggle with the human emotions intertwined with inheritance, pride, love, tension, and occasionally, heartbreak. This is the reality of Clint Eastwood's wealth. It is a fortune that commands respect, provokes reflection, and even brings tears. It's the story of a man who built an empire with his own two hands, who lived life on his terms, and whose family now carries the emotional echoes of that lifetime of independence, success, and human complexity. As you consider Clint Eastwood today, it's clear. Wealth isn't just about numbers. It's about choices, consequences, and the lasting imprint a person leaves on those closest to them. Clint's fortune tells a story far bigger than dollars, a story of legacy, emotion, and the bittersweet truths that come with living a life that is as legendary as his. And now, as we look at Clint Eastwood today, we see more than a Hollywood legend. We see a man whose fortune has left an undeniable mark on his family and the world. At 95, his life reflects decades of brilliance, independence, and determination. But it also reflects the complexity of human emotion, showing that even the greatest success comes with challenges, choices, and moments that can bring both joy and tears. His fortune is a symbol of his lifetime of hard work, talent, and shrewd decisions, but it's also a reminder that wealth cannot replace the human connection, love, and understanding that make life meaningful. His family feels the impact every day: the pride, the awe, the responsibility, and at times, the bittersweet emotion that comes with carrying forward the legacy of someone extraordinary. Clint Eastwood's story teaches us that legacy is more than money. It's about the lives you touch, the influence you leave behind, and the values you instill in those closest to you. His fortune may make some cry, but it also inspires, motivates, and reminds us that even in wealth, the human heart remains at the center of every decision, every action, and every relationship. So if this story of Clint Eastwood moved you, shocked you, or inspired you to think differently about legacy, honor his journey by hitting that subscribe button